If you've come across this reading, it's probably because something in your gut just hasn't been sitting right. Maybe you can't explain it, you can't point to anything specific, but your energy keeps tugging at you like, hey, pay attention. So let's look at what's actually going on and what you're meant to do next. Your intuition is sensing a shift in how secure you feel. It's like you're starting to feel oddly alone in something you're supposed to feel supported in. This isn't about wanting attention. This is about realizing that the stability that you thought you had suddenly feels wobbly. Your internal alarm bells are ringing because you feel like you're doing everything on your own. Next, let's look at what's actually causing this shift. The shift is coming from someone whose emotions have suddenly become louder than their actions. They're craving validation, but not necessarily from you. There's an emotional wobble in them. And instead of grounding themselves, they're looking outward for reassurance, so their energy feels off, and you're picking up on that intuitively. What are you assuming is happening here? What are you assuming is happening? Your mind is telling you the worst version of this story. That they're slipping away, emotionally checking out, holding back, withdrawing. You're reading their silence or inconsistency as they don't care or they're leaving. Your brain is trying to prepare you for abandonment before it even happens. And that fear is making everything feel bigger than what it is. What's really happening though is the Seven of Swords. So the real issue is they're not being fully honest about what they're struggling with. This isn't necessarily betrayal, it's avoidance. They're hiding their insecurities, frustrations, or confusion because they don't want to look weak or vulnerable. This feels like a silent retreat rather than a flat-out rejection. They keep distancing themselves whenever they feel overwhelmed with this Six of Swords. Instead of talking it out, they float away emotionally. They think avoiding the conversation will keep the peace, but all it does is create distance and mixed signals within this relationship that they have with you. You're coming in with commitment, with the Ten of Pentacles here, stability, long-term thinking, and reliability. You're offering something solid, maybe more solid than they know how to handle right now. But in return, you expect clarity, consistency, and steady growth because that's how you operate. What needs to be confronted? You need to confront the uncertainty, not run from it with the Moon. Your fear is filling in the blanks because they won't speak up, but the situation requires you to call out the fog. Avoiding the conversation or telling yourself maybe it's nothing is making this worse. Your gut is right, something is off. Act from grounded self-worth with the Queen of Pentacles. Stay calm, stable, and centered. Don't chase, don't match their inconsistency, and don't spiral. Instead, show them what emotional maturity looks like. Lead with self-respect and practical communication. If you do that, the outcome, if you stay grounded and steady, this reconnects. They soften, they open up. You get back into a flow that feels natural instead of forced. There's emotional healing, honesty, and a return to warmth with the Six of Cups. The outcome, if you do nothing, though, is the Four of Cups. If you pretend that you don't feel anything, if you keep pushing down this discomfort, you'll end up feeling ignored, undervalued, and disconnected, and the situation will stay stuck. You're not imagining this. Something has shifted. They're emotionally off balance and they are avoiding vulnerability, and your fear is filling in the empty spaces here. But if you stay grounded, steady, and honest about what you feel, this comes back into alignment. If you avoid it, the distance is going to grow between the two of you. You're being asked to trust your intuition here. Do not ignore this nudge. Address it calmly, and you'll get the clarity that you've been waiting for.